Please rise and remove all hats and join us for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Clarissa Huerta, for leading us in the pledge. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Elko High School's 125th annual commencement exercises. The students, faculty, and staff of Elko High School would like to thank you, the community, for your support, particularly during this very difficult year. Without the time, talents, and contributions of parents, local businesses, and volunteers, our high school simply could not function. We are truly fortunate to live in such a dedicated and charitable community. This year's senior class has accomplished a great deal, despite all that's been arrayed against them, having garnered nearly $4 million in scholarship funding. At this time, we would like to recognize those students who have excelled academically over these last 4 years. A Bronze E is awarded to students who accrue a GPA of 3.0 to 3.3. Would the Bronze E recipients please rise for recognition? Thank you. A Silver E is earned by students who accrue a 3.4 to a 3.6 GPA. Would the Silver E recipients please rise? A Gold E is awarded to students who accrue a GPA of 3.7 to 3.9. Would those students please rise? Special recognition is given to those who accrue a 4.0 or higher GPA. Would those students please stand and be recognized? Well done. A total of 103 Elko High School seniors qualify for the Millennium Scholarship. Would all of those students please rise at this time? At this time, I'd like to introduce the senior class president, Mr. Benjamin Espinoza.
There you go. Okay. Hello. Okay. Oh, this is a big crowd. Okay. Hi, Mom. Okay. Okay. Hello. Welcome. Hola. Bienvenidos. And I couldn't be happier than to see everyone here tonight. Before I begin, I just want to thank everyone who could have made tonight possible. To the maintenance team who set up the stage that we will walk across, to the sound and equipment team, to our talented band, to our teachers and counselors who pushed us here, to the custodians that will pick up after us, to the whole community that showed up, and most importantly, to all the families and friends in the crowd. I spent my whole high school career doing everything last minute, and writing this speech was my last minute moment, literally. This speech was my final high school assignment, and I kept pushing off writing this speech, not because I waited until the end to do it, but because I knew once I finished writing this speech, I would have to accept the fact that we are really graduating. And I kept thinking, 1 week till graduation, 3 days, 1 day, we have all the time in the world, which we do. We still do. But our time here at Elko High School is finally ending, and these are our last minutes. I'm so grateful that we could have a traditional graduation tonight. This pandemic took a lot away from us. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This was a difficult year. But if anything, I did learn a lot from this pandemic. One of those lessons being to never take anything for granted. I took too much for granted. Spirit days, school events, rushing to lunch, walking to class with friends. I learned that every minute, good and bad, is worth saving. And we should not focus on what the pandemic took away from us, but what we had. Be happy and cherish every experience that led us to this moment. To all the football games we went to every tournament we competed in, at every concert you sang or played at, I have a handful of memories that I will keep when I leave the stage, and I will forever keep them in my heart for safekeeping. So as a friendly reminder, value the time you have. Live every moment without hesitation. Drink water, eat healthy, and treat yourself. Spend time and surround yourselves with friends or family. Listen to music that makes your heart sing and brings you comfort. Dance until your feet hurt. Relearn yourself and accept all the hurt you've been through, and see how stronger you've become. Go on late night drives, watch the sunset or sunrise, smile at strangers, and take pictures for safekeeping. You know what? Let's take one right now. Okay. But most importantly, let your soul breathe. But I'm not here to tell you how to live your life after high school. What you do after you receive your diploma is up to you. All I can say is it's okay to be confused at the moment and don't know what you're going to do next. Because like many others, I'm terrified and don't know what is to come. But like my abuelita Julia says, todo va a salir bien, ya verás. Everything will be fine, you'll see. I know you're thinking, come on, Ben, wrap it up. I spent 4 years of high school with you. Let's get to the diploma. I promise you I'm almost done. But there are a few people we all need to thank. First, there are no words to describe how thankful I am for all of our teachers. Not only did you have to learn how to teach into a new virtual environment, but you had to tolerate us for 4 years. Thank you for getting us here, for educating us, pushing us, and tolerating us when we would show up late to class with Sierra Java. I know it may have not seemed like it at times, but we are thankful for every single one of you. To all our teachers from preschool, kindergarten, elementary, and Adobe, you all brought us here to walk across the stage, and for that, I couldn't thank you more. Second, I want to thank the community, staff, and friends who helped us get here. To the custodians who pick up after us every day, to guidance counselors, to the finance office, our nurse, and principals. I'm extremely grateful for those who made it possible to open up the school again safely, who sanitized and followed COVID-19 regulations. You made it possible for us to come back. And I'm especially grateful for our Heli and Fabi from the attendance office for getting rid of my tardies. And I also want to thank our parents, families, and friends, or anyone who dragged us across this finish line. I know we are reckless teenagers, and it isn't easy to tolerate us, but thank you. Families come in different forms, big and small, special in our own unique ways. So tonight is for the families that were able to make it here and for the ones who couldn't make it. So make sure you give all your family a big hug tonight and tell them how much you love them and appreciate them. A mi familia que está aquí conmigo. Mi ma, mi pa, mis abuelos, mis primos, tías, tíos. Gracias. No será aquí sin ustedes. Los quiero todos. Okay. I promise you almost done. Then I will shut up. We definitely have a lot to be thankful for, but above all, you should be grateful for all your hard work and effort you guys put in to get here. Not only did we push through the struggles of a global pandemic, but we also made it through high school, to waking up early or late, turning in missing assignments, studying, and even ditching. You guys made it. To those who said they couldn't make it, to the kids that said they wanted to give up, look at us, look at yourself. And you should be proud of yourselves. As we sit here together for what may be the last time, remember how hard you worked to get here. So once we receive our diploma, take in the moment, breathe, smile, because all this was you. Well, here it is, the story finishing itself. We spent the last 100 days behind a desk waiting for this moment, and we all have so much left to learn and so much more living to do. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best of luck. Above all, I want to thank you guys for trusting me to be your president. My goal was to make sure that everyone was seen. And as I see every single one of you guys all in front of me, I have pride in this class. There's a quote from my favorite novel, Looking for Alaska, that I want to share with you all. On the last page of his novel, John Green wrote, "Although no one will ever accuse me of being such a science student, one thing I learned from science class is that energy is never created and never destroyed. So when adults say teenagers think they are invincible with that sly smile on their faces, they don't know how right they are. We never be hopeless because we can never be imperably broken. We think we are invincible because we are. We cannot be born and we cannot die. Like all energy, we can only change shapes and sizes." Thomas Edison's last words were, "It is very beautiful over there." I don't know where there is, but I believe it's somewhere, and I hope it's beautiful. So if you're listening to me still, and if you haven't zoned out yet, I want you all to remember, I hope you all go seek a great perhaps. To achieve your dreams, the possibilities are endless. Remember that. So until the universe brings us together again, thank you. Gracias.
Thank you, Ben. Well done. At this time, we will hear a performance from the senior members of the Choraleers, the Elko High School Choraleers, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys, I know we're supposed to sing, but we got to say something real quick. So this year has been really rough for a lot of us, as we all know, and it's been really rough for us as seniors and choraleers because we always perform a lot throughout the whole year, and this year we got 0 performances and we never got to sing for all of you guys.
The song we're about to sing holds a very special place in our heart.
And it's not only for us, but it's also for you guys. So we're gonna sing a song that not a lot of you know, but please just humor us and pretend that you care while we sing a song that means a lot for us. Thank you.
This is I'll Carry You in My Heart. Enjoy.
Thank you, senior choraleers. The senior address this year will be delivered by Miss Lulu Neff.
That's okay. I thought I was going to do it. Hi, everyone. So, as most of you know, I live in Ruby Valley on a cattle ranch. And as I'm sure you all know from things like cowboy poetry, ranch life can give you great perspective on real life. So, settle back, and I'm going to start off with a story about my old horse and my new horse. Throughout the summer, we spend a lot of time on horseback, moving cows to various meadows and forests so they can get good and fat. One day last year, about pandemic time, as I was bringing the horses into the corral, I noticed that my horse, Cash, had a swollen ankle. We had the vet come and take a look, and I was very dismayed to hear her say that he had a torn tendon and shouldn't be ridden anymore, perhaps ever again. I was pretty crushed. So I started to look for a new horse, but good horses are pretty expensive. My dad came across a handsome blue roan horse whose owner talked him up but sold him cheap, and we gave him a try. Everyone who passed by thought he was quite a looker, but after throwing my dad twice and picking up a calf by the scruff of its neck, we sent that horse packing. I kept looking. Times were tight during the pandemic, so my choices were limited. I finally found an older horse in Utah with good cow sense and lots of energy, but he looked like a bag of bones. The price was right, though, so I decided to take a chance on him. Johnny Quest had been on the same ranch for years, so a move to ours disoriented him. My first time working cows on him was a disaster. I mean, that happens a lot when you're working cows. They're not exactly the most obliging animals. But my new horse was acting skittish and confused. He had plenty of energy, but all we ended up doing was chasing the cows all around the field a few times over. I was very discouraged. Soon after this disaster, school started in person, and I was back to having less time at home, so I wasn't able to ride in firm tie. And then I noticed that my new old horse had started to limp. I just knew at that point that I had messed up and that I had bought a no-good horse. I was only partially relieved when the farrier gave the report that Johnny had thrown a shoe because I couldn't forget how terribly our first ride had gone. The moment school was canceled a couple weeks ago, I was put to work on the ranch. And one of our tasks was to push the cows up onto the mountain where the terrain was rough but the grass plentiful. I brought the horses in and took a good look at Johnny Quest. The farrier had fixed him up well, so he was dancing around the corral with no limp. Still, I was sorely tempted to take a different horse. I didn't think I could take any more discouragement. Thankfully, I decided to stick it out. As I threw the saddle across his back, I thought, by the end of the day, I'm either going to be dead or mad. To my great surprise, Johnny acted like a pro. We were a great team, galloping over gullies and sagebrush, darting out to reunite the stragglers. He pulled off some great moves and had the cows through the high gates with ease. When I slid off, he nudged and rubbed his head against me, almost knocking me over with his affection. Gazing at the wildflower meadows all around me and down at the whole green valley below, with Johnny begging for more ear scratchings, I felt a new exhilaration. And you know, that moment wouldn't have been so special if it hadn't been such a long road up. Sometimes it feels like everything goes wrong in life. Like when you're about to finish up your junior year of high school and you have all sorts of exciting trips and events coming up, and then suddenly a world pandemic hits and everything you've looked forward to for so long gets canceled. And then you find out you won't be coming back to school until senior year. And then you find out that you actually won't even be coming back then, and that there are no sports or other activities, and not to mention no social interactions. And then after more than half the year goes by, things start going back to normal and you're back in school, and you finally get to see all your friends in your classes, and you can actually get help from your teachers in person, and you're going to end high school in person, so you'll be able to do all the fun, usual things that come with your last week of high school. And then suddenly you're told that you're actually never going back to high school and that you had your last day of high school and you didn't even know it. And once again, concerts, track meets, school projects, and everything else you've looked forward to thinking you'll actually get to have this year are canceled. Sound familiar? We've been through some pretty weird and tough times. I think it's safe to say that our class, the class of 2021, has had the weirdest, most unpredictable, and in many ways, the worst high school experience of any graduating class in the recent past. Sorry, class of 2020, but I think we have you beat. We had to deal with an extra year of this mess. I mean, I know we get a normal graduation, but I, for one, was hoping for another car parade so there wouldn't be any speeches. That didn't happen, so here we are. We've made it through high school despite all the challenges, disappointments, and uncertainties we faced, and who knows what lies ahead. The point is that life doesn't always work out the way we want it to, and I hope we all have great success in our future, but none of us are going to get there without first experiencing failures. And some of us might experience a lot of failures. But we've got to keep going. If I had never gotten back on my horse after my failures, I would never have discovered his greatness and potential. If we had just given up on high school when it became challenging and depressing, we wouldn't be here about to graduate today. We can't let our failures defeat us. We have to keep moving forward and keep trying, and success will be sweeter because of the struggles. So that's my message to you today. And now, as Dr. Seuss says, congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. Thank you to all of you, my classmates, my teachers, my coaches, my mentors, and especially my family. Thank you for helping me enjoy the ride, even if it was hard at times. And I want to wish you all good luck wherever you may be headed. Peace out, EHS.
Thank you, Ms. Neff. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce our special guest this evening, Elko County School Board member Robert Lenhart, who will be presenting diplomas. I'll see you at the end of the bench there. As the principal of Elko High School, I hereby certify that all graduates receiving a diploma this evening have met the requirements set by the Nevada State Board of Education and the Elko County School District Board of Trustees. Mr. Lenhart, we, the faculty of Elko High School, proudly present to you the graduating class of 2021.
Eve Fecco. Darshe Naimu Malani Sousa. Mahanrai Heiser. Talon Bartley. Louise Nicole Neff. Gwendolyn Bennett. Alexia Moranas Montano. Veronica Flores. Samantha Amaya. Lisbeth Banuelos. Jedal Bakhta. Victoria Rios. Aubrey Ropp McKay. Noah Hass. Cody Brace. Sean Gustafson. Hallie Bonafide. Giovanni Mata. Joanna Ruiz. Carmen de la Certa. Casey Newby. Brian Gonzalez. Jose Juarez. Dorian Mora. Josue Garcia. Zoe Blair. Olivia Morell. Jonathan Brown. Adia Smith. Jocelyn Mosley. Brianna Farmer. Marissa Garcia. Kimberly Caudill. Sydney Salazar. Tegan Atkins. Tristan Herrera. Tara Borland. Lakea Dan. Ashley Young. Yesenia Smith. Katie Jones. Tiana Bravo. Lisbeth Guerrero. Yoselin Robles. Cade Manuel Gonzalez. Alicia Guadalupe Murray. Sarah Ruiz. Daisy Ortiz. Jasmine Cervantes. Alexia Gottfried. Carlos Correa. Diego Cortez. Jacob Padilla Baird. Elena Rodriguez. Ian Birdsell. Frank Miller. Dylan Ortiz. Chase Munoz. Gavin Vore. Nuria Gaeta. Sophie Zimmerman. Manuel Alvarado. Sean Cleekis. Parker Chamberlain. Sheridan Adams. Bo Manzanares. Leah Takara Sunamori. Ava Nielsen. Derek Elquist. Emily Hanley. JC Stevens. Tara Tanner. Nicklin Day. Sarah Jusky. Logan James Hansen. Logan Martin. Andrea Gaitan. Tanner Arlich. Roland Baggett. Guillermo Estrada Rios. Milton Cobian. Marco Salazar. Jaime Varela. Alfredo Flores. Ashton Valdez. Sean Sessions. Stephen Hutnick. Hannah Meiling Ku'aloha na Kopono. Wait. Katrina de Guzman. Josette McEnany. Leslie Cottrell. Riley Molyneux. Eric Bond. Stacy Lujan Araujo. Demarius Miranda. Jadea Nisis. Samuel Erickson. Caitlin Phipps. Alexis Elias. Sierra Tucker. Zoe Duffeld. Gigi Loera. Alexis Hansen. Crystal Sanchez. Tanya Lara. I know. Lorena Gonzalez Ortiz. Lexis Pond. Paula Farrell. Crystal K. Zachary Miller. Quinn Harris. Cody Nakamura. Caden Kanakis. Luke Blair. Mitchell Gray. Fabian Castaneda. Clarissa Huerta. Ishika Bhakta. Brianna Frias. Jennifer Hurtado. Carly Allen. Karen Salazar. Joel Barbosa Hernandez. Shaylin Betancourt. Taylor Sims. Joshua Salazar. Ava Mentaberry. Annalise Holt. Keaton Engelmeyer. Marangel Garcia. Benjamin Jesus Espinoza. Estrella Luna Rodriguez. Kiara Gowan. Hector Lozano. Braden Barnhurst. Jack Reynolds. David Hurd. Jordan Tucker. Mark Hogger. Jade Baruman. Zaira Gonzalez. Hannah Carter. Jordan Hoover. Maya Joan Salyer. Sydney Rizzo. Timothy Josephson. Ivy Pastor. Mia Morales. Jenna Kidwell. Sydney Auger. Haley Mariluch. Cade Mariluch. Alexis Schweer. Haley Rodriguez. Leah Bacon. Madison Reese. Angelina Solorzano Zamora. Cheyenne Wedlin. Riley Ferguson. Kara Pearson. Victoria Rushton. Madison Pays. Brooke Reese. Ricky Calderon. Caleb Kinsey. Zachary Kitterneck. Darren Groan. Brianna Macias. Zandri D'Arietta. Mariah Johnston. Sarah Gorman. Amelia Moy. Caitlin Parker. Kiana Goff. Gabrielle Beeman. Jasmine Carlos. London Irvin. Sydney Patterson. Charlotte Hank. Dylan Eden. Caden Cervantes. Lincoln Ratliff. Hannah McIntosh. Brigham Johnson. Keegan Hendricks. Damon Brown. Blake Cochran. Joshua Rivenis. Keldon Morgan. Ashlyn Slusher. Kyra Valtiera. McKenna Pollard. Dynasty Lopez. Whitney Lopez. Analexia Cortez. Serena Vargas. Denise Vargas. Gage Steelman. Hang on. Ernest Gregory. Elena Orr. Laura Macedo. Calvin Burden. Dylan Burden. Luis Lopez. Ethan Sines. Milo Zayat. Shaylin Jennings. Alexis Castor. Piper Harris. Nicholas Stradley. Alejandro Perez. Riley Dick. Dakota Telechia. David Patrick. Peyton McGuire. Dominic Brunkhorst. Lehualani Salva. Tristan Solier. Annalicia Anthony. Amaria Coleman. Tasia Silvernagel. Adrian Leonhardt. Autumn Taylor. Sean Werfs. Jairo Sotelo. Cooper Kurt. Tyler Zumhoff. Gavin Fertig. Gage Thompson. Tyler Mortensen. Jimmy Murphy. Stephen Nardi Craycraft. Janet Gonzalez. Jacob Hawkins. Zelos Gonzalez. Diego Avila Marin. Matthew Mello. Jose Ruiz. Chase Lovelace. Ryan Paget. Jose Ventura. Juan Henry Natividad Guerrero. Alejandro Castro Munoz. Eric Barajas. Joel Luna. Victor Perez. Giovanni Garcia. Diego Jacobo. Daisy Talamantes. Brianna Cortez. Atsiri Rodriguez. Maria Duran. Kate Jones. Aubriana O'Brien. Leslie Duran Ortega. Andrew Bauman.
Elko High School graduates of 2021. On behalf of the Elko High School faculty, staff, and administration, I offer each of you our heartfelt congratulations on your accomplishment. Remember, when in doubt, look up and let the stars be your guide. Class of 21, you're dismissed.